Well, alright, friends, subscribers, and other strangers. What's up? Bearded Picker here. I almost forgot how to make a video. It's been quite a while. It's hard to make a video when you're shipping like a crazy madman. So let's talk about Fulfilled by Merchant. Alright, so as many of y'all know, if you've watched any of the morning shows, and if you haven't, what? You're not watching the morning show? There's a Bearded Picker Live channel. I'll try to link it here. It's in the description for sure. The morning show still rolls on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time. And the panel talks about, I don't know, craziness right now is going on. There's not a ton of news other than the new eBay CEO. But today I want to talk about what the lessons I've learned with Fulfilled by Merchant. I've admitted on the show that I was wrong about FBM. When people would ask me about it, I'd tell them, you know, the volume is similar to eBay because I didn't have an experience, and I assumed that was, I list a few things here or there, but my business model of chasing discontinued items is not something that's going to sell like super frequent anyway, so I never tried it with hot items, and so that might have been a mistake. I have been pleasantly surprised with Fulfilled by Merchant, and when you've got hot items, just how fast things sell. And I believe that you should really take a look at building some Fulfilled by Merchant into your business model like I have. You can't copy anyone, but I'm gonna list some pros and cons, so to give you some information so that you can make a decision that's in the best interest for your business and how you're set up. So fast selling items, man, what's the biggest pro that I can tell you is because you control the shipping. You know, the faster something sells, you have the ability to ship it, and once you've shipped it, Amazon puts that money in your account. So you cut down the float. So so let's talk about it, a reasonable item. You know, an item 10 to 12 days. Once you ship it, it's 10, 12, 14 days for it to get out of back order in a warehouse in Amazon where somebody can purchase it and it be shipped from Amazon. So say we're on day 14, and then you've got a couple days by the time they process, or like a day before they process and get out before you get money in your account. So you've already gone a full 2-week pay period window. For most of us, I don't have daily payouts, and I'm assuming you guys don't as well. There are some fortunate folks that have daily payouts, but I'm not one of them, so I have to calculate everything in 2-week windows. So how do you combat that? I have it here. I actually yesterday was Monday, I took 200 packages to the post office. 184 of those were Amazon for the weekend. Today, I had 48 that went to the post office, so that's 48 items that I didn't have the expense of sending in. The fees were lower. Now that's my next one, is your fees are lower. So what does it do when your fees are lower? Everybody's screaming, "Beard, you make more money." But you look at this from an overall picture. Not only do you make more money, if you've got a hot item, you can compete much better on price when your fees, because you know that's not money you're losing. The inbound shipping, which is it's not a great expense, but you can generally, if it's a light item, you can fulfill it. Once things get heavier, Amazon has some discounts that we just can't match. But if you're shipping first class items, you're very competitive with their fees. So I would challenge you to use the FBA calculator. And so what is the FBA calculator? It's an Amazon item that you can put the ASIN in and put your cost in, and it'll show you Fulfilled by Merchant and FBA what the costs are. So you can understand an item that if you sent it in or if you sold it, and you can really understand the cost and how the fees are. So that's a good place to learn, FBA calculator. If you just Google it, I have it saved on my toolbar, but just Google FBA calculator if you're logged into your Amazon account, and it will show right up, and it's very easy to use. Just copy paste the ASIN in, and put your numbers in, and it shows you what you need. So So not only are we turning our money over faster, we're competing better on price, which helps the first one. So if you're one of the lower prices and you're still making the money that you need on it, and you're selling it faster because you're at a lower price, these are all positive. The next thing is, what's one thing we all complain about? Y'all see me do these return videos and you see what shipping looks like. Amazon will send something out with one air pillow. They'll send out this bottle in a box that's like this big, and it'll get all banged up from moving around with the one air pillow. So I ship better than Amazon. I take personal responsibility. It's my items. I'm shipping them. Whereas a warehouse employee, you hear horror stories about how they're treated. So they're not going to take any kind of personal concern and consideration to an item that you're selling. It's just an item to them. So I pack them better, and lower fees. I have some notes right here, so I'm looking down at. I think that's it. Unless I can't read my own notes. Sometimes my handwriting is so bad. I should have been a doctor, but I didn't want to do that much schooling. But there are also some negatives, and negatives kind of go along with. One other thing I would tell you about FBM is, if you have some discontinued items, some stuff that's like high rank, and you really want to take a chance on something, say you got a good deal on something, but the rank is awful, you can store them here and at your place and not incur storage fees. That's another positive. There's no storage fees if you keep it. Other than your building will look like mine. Oh well, some things you just get used to. All this clutter and mess around. I need one of those cameras that has a bokeh effect, so that you just blur out all the all the craziness behind me. But too bad you can't see over there how bad it is. Anyway, so it also gives you an opportunity to sell some items at a higher rank, because if you get them at a good price, and even though they're a higher rank and they're a little slower to sell, there's no, your costs don't go up every month because you've just paid storage fees on these items. So that's the other positive. So what are the negatives? You will get a lot more customer messages, and so you need to follow Amazon's metrics, 24-hour response. Like today, I've had 5 messages today. Okay, 4 of them are from the same lady. I somehow screwed up 2 boxes and shipped her the wrong item, so I'm shipping it out. But she sent me the same message 3 times, and then there's been some back and forth since then. But no problem, all good. I've got another one going out. You handle your own customer service. That's another. It can be good and bad. Do you want to handle your own customer service? Are you prepared to? I treat them just like Amazon would treat. If I screw up, I refund and keep it. I don't deal with stuff coming back. That's another thing. You have a little bit more control over customers. Even though that Amazon says it's their customer, I can still treat them very well and control any kind of negative experience and turn it into a positive, or at least do my best to put a personal touch on it, which I seem to think it always helps. So it's going to take you a little more labor here. Again, you look at it's a double-edged sword. I have to ship a lot more boxes and things, but it's also got me thinking that if I built this model up some and could move it from here to a commercial space like a small warehouse, nothing big or anything, but leave this eBay only, and it's just something I do, and then have a fulfilled by merchant small space, maybe 1,000 square feet. You could have an employee who comes to this space and does all your shipping for you. Listing on FBM is so easy. You can do it from an app. You can do it from Inventory Lab. Reprices, everything works just fine. All that stuff works the same. So it really, whereas packing and shipping and FBA items and getting everything into the right box and to the right warehouse is a little confusing until you've done it for a little while. But printing out 30 packing slips and going one at a time, ship, that's something that's very trainable, very easy. So it's breaking up some tasks. So you have to do your own shipping, which would for a lot of people, it would be a negative. But if you can spin it to a positive and go, if I can get enough volume, I can get a part-time employee, I can get a high school kid, I can get somebody who can come in and help and can take care of that part each day. And that would alleviate that part, and that would add more to your business. And then, you know, an employee that's that good, you know, maybe that's someone who works into your FBA and that kind of stuff. So just think about the possibilities that FBM truly, moving forward, I'm gonna do some of that very similar, especially with the hotter items. You know, go ahead and keep some here. You know, if I'm still going to use FBA, I'm still going to ship stuff in, but you know, and kind of hedge my bets and go, you know, if I've got 20 of an item, I send 15 of them in, and I sell the 5 here, so I get the sales going. I get some of the money coming back in the first float for the first 2 weeks, and then the more you do that, the faster you will build a faster turn of your capital. So those are my thoughts. How many of you have tried this with FBA being so restricted? I hope you guys have pivoted. You know, you see an opportunity. You know, everybody goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe this! You can't send stuff into FBA." I was already, with some other items, I was already doing FBM, so I just increased that dramatically. So it's, you know, the one lesson from all this is you have to stay positive, look for opportunity, and then take advantage of opportunities. You know, you can sit back and whine and complain and all my sales are terrible, or you can get to shipping, build some systems real quick, order some boxes and get going. That's another negative, is you will have to spend some money on some boxes in order to initially to get a variety of them in here, because in order to efficiently ship, you need the right size boxes so that you can lower your cost per item. You know, I've got boxes from 6x4x2 all the way up to 18x16x8. That's a big box. It's a VCR box, and everywhere in between. I think the most popular box I use right now is the 8x6x4. That is a very versatile box. So experience is a great teacher about what you'll need. And the one thing I'll tell you is, as you buy items, you can measure them and order before you list them. Go ahead and order the boxes, and that way you're fully prepared. Don't get caught trying to run Staples and some other places have boxes, but they're a little more expensive, and then a lot of time is wasted going back and forth. It's great in an emergency and know where your backups are, but so that should have been as another con. But the systems, and as you once you build it in, it becomes a positive, because now with eBay and everything else, I mean, I just look down, I look at an item and go, man, that's that box. And then I look around and I need to get them all in numerical order. But my boxes are just kind of everywhere. They're all together each size, and one shelf is all from the small to the large, and then the other 3 shelves are everything that's left. But I just want to come to you with a video just telling you what I've been up to, and just to give you my thoughts on Fulfilled by Merchant and the opportunities, pros, cons, weaknesses, just so that you can evaluate it for your business model. I hope this video finds you well. I hope that you guys are making it through quarantine and staying safe and not getting sick, and getting ready for the economy to open back up slowly. But hey, be ready, watch what items are selling, and continue to take advantage, because people are still buying. They're still buying stuff, and that means you need to be selling. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope this video has helped you. Hope this caused you some thought and consideration of your business model. If I've helped you in any way, how about the thumbs up on the way out? I certainly would appreciate it, and it helps other people find the video. Hey, we'll see you in the next one. As always, roll tide, baby. Roll tide.